Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7. 7 minutes of nonstop local news starts now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Let's get right to our top stories this morning, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. Bishop Gorman basketball player Zaon Collins has his indictment dismissed Thursday. A grand jury had indicted Collins on a reckless driving charge, but did not indict him on a DUI charge. But that doesn't mean he's cleared of either charges. A prosecutor told a judge he plans to continue with a preliminary hearing on the charges set for next week. In other news, City Councilman Cedric Crear is running for the next mayor of Las Vegas. Crear announced his candidacy Thursday and hopes to succeed Mayor Carolyn Goodman, whose term is up in 2024. Councilwoman Michelle Fiore, who has faced criticism from Crear in the past, responded in a tweet, "Mayor Fiore sounds pretty darn good to me." Fiery comments at Thursday's school board meeting led to a discussion on CCSD's approach to bullying and racism. James SCHAEFFER has this report.
We're here at Loden Theater where the Clark County School District had their board meeting. One group started off the night saying when it came to one item, they weren't asking for it to be discussed, they were demanding it. Rainy conditions impeded a planned protest outside by the group No Racism in Schools. Co-founder of the group, Jay Marshall, then started the night with a demand for the school board.
And I'm making a statement that it is not an ask, it's a demand that we have an anti-racism policy effective by the first of the school year. The No Racism in Schools policy is a demand, it is not an ask. Thank you.
If you did happen to miss this meeting, the next school board meeting for CCSD will be on March 25th.
And police need your help finding a man wanted in connection with a series of armed robberies. Metro Police released these images of the suspect. He is described as a white man in his late 20s to early 30s with a thin build. Anyone with information is urged to contact Metro PD. Now let's take a look at our local weather, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Happy Friday, everyone, but it will be a wet one. We'll see a 50% chance of scattered showers in the valley before 10 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies with isolated showers through the day and a high of near 56 degrees. For the weekend, temperatures will begin to creep back up as the sun returns. Sunny skies are predicted all weekend with highs in the upper 60s, maybe hitting 70 degrees. Lows in the mid-40s. YouTube will remind you when the next 7 at 7 newscast is uploaded. Just subscribe and like down below. In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, Love Your Smile Again, students and staff are opening up about the toll of the pandemic on their mental health. The Review Journal's Jen Ah has more. Hey, Jen.
Well, Renee, for some students, they say rites of passage are just passing by. They've had to skip homecoming, school dances, and other extracurricular activities. Here's what school educators are saying. The principal of Sierra Vista High saying, quote, "Some kids are thriving on distance education and they wouldn't want to change this for the world. Some kids are suffering tremendously." As for parents, one father saying, "As we got into the beginning of September and school, I think we started to get kind of fatigued about it. When is this going to start getting better?" A number of students also spoke out. "It's really hard to see everything that I've tried to build up since I was a freshman just taken away." Another saying, "I was still able to play with my friends online and stuff. That definitely helped." To read about what mental health experts are saying, head over to lvrj.com. Renee?
Thanks, Jen. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, officials say Resorts World is about 90% complete. Review Journal drone operator Michael Quine takes us there.
Resorts World Las Vegas construction is moving full steam ahead and expected to open this summer as a mostly non-smoking property. The property will feature 3,400 rooms, nightlife venues, a 5.5-acre pool complex, and more. Earlier this month, Resorts World revealed its first food and beverage partner, Southern California's Wally's Wine and Spirits. Last month, Resorts World announced experimental retailer Fred Siegel will open 2 stores in Resorts World's 70,000 square foot retail district. President Scott Sabella told the Review Journal that the project is about 90% complete and said construction is rapidly moving forward.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. With your sports update, I'm Andre Fox. The UNLV Runnin' Rebels season ended Thursday night in a 74-53 loss to Utah State in the quarterfinals of the Mountain West basketball tournament at the Thomas & Mack Center. While the Rebels led for much of the first half, a 23-9 second half run allowed the Aggies to take control.
I was proud of our guys, how they came out, but to beat a really good team like Utah State is, you've got to sustain it for 40 minutes. Unfortunately, we were not able to do that tonight.
You know, we got a lot of talent here. I just say we just got to all come together and just be more consistent, you know. Feel like if we were just being consistent most of this year, the season would have been very different, and, you know, we would have had a better outcome.
With the latest in sports betting, I'm Cassie Soto. The Golden Knights have lost 2 straight games for only the second time this season after dropping back-to-back contests at Minnesota. They'll try to get back on the winning track tonight at St. Louis in the 5th game of their season-long 6-game road trip. The Blues beat the Knights 5-4 back on January 26th. Vegas is the -125 favorite over St. Louis at William Hill. The Knights are +180 on the puck line, where they have to win by 2, and the total is 5.5 goals.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy Clark County, I think we can all remember scrambling to find toilet paper at the start of the pandemic, but it turns out the shortage didn't stop there. Retailers say they saw a similar run of firearms and ammunition as gun owners lined up to buy what they could. According to the National Shooting Sports Foundation, about 8.4 million people purchased firearms for the very first time in 2020. The supply still hasn't caught up to the demand, but manufacturers say they are making ammunition more now than they did last year. In your entertainment news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, one experience coming to Las Vegas promises to take us into the mind of Vincent van Gogh. John Katzlamidas takes us there.
Immersive Van Gogh is opening in Las Vegas on July 1st. This is a moving, animated adaptation of Vincent van Gogh's great paintings. We can tell you that it's going to be open to families, it's going to be big, it's going to be impressive, it's going to be very projected and animated, but we don't know yet where it's going to be. We're going to find out that soon enough, but we do know it will be open in July in Las Vegas, and it's the first new show of its type ever in the city.
Well, that's all for today's 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. Remember, the Las Vegas Review-Journal brings you 7 at 7 weekdays at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on LVRJ.com. You can also download our free RJ mobile app to get news alerts sent straight to your phone. And you can also find us on Roku, Alexa, and more. We hope you'll join us again this evening for 7 at 7 p.m. Happy Friday.
Review-Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.